Hey there everyone, and welcome to another Factorio Reddit Weekly. I'm Exterminator, and thank you so much for joining me again. As always, we are checking out the top posts here, previous week. And we'll start off here by looking at this post. Rocket Shadow goes under the rock, not over. I think this is a bug. Literally unplayable. um... Yep, unplayable. Literally unplayable. This is actually, like, I would not be surprised at all if the devs just fix this really quickly. Doesn't cast that on the walls or the trees as set up there. It may not be possible. Literally unplayable is what I was looking for. Get your priorities straight. Oh man, I like never noticed this. I mean, you have to be really paying really close attention or specifically looking for issues, but it's still funny to see this stuff. I built a website to generate usable solar power pixel art blueprints from images. Okay, that's pretty cool. Actually, wow, that's actually really impressive. Really accurate. I'm curious how big this is. Big. 59,000 solar panels for this thing? Holy moly. Damn. This is hilarious. Kind of ridiculous too, but what would happen if I gave it an image of a solar panel blueprint? Yes. Don't. But it would probably be fine. This is genius. Factories are going to look so cool. One second after that. Who's the wankers are going to use this? Yep. Pretty much. Great power comes great responsibility. I made a stylish tileable solar panel pattern. Oh, this is really cool. Oh my goodness. Holy crap, this is actually nuts. Power lines don't look so great. I wonder how they did this. I'd like to actually see the the close-up, like zoomed in version of this. Tessellating blueprints need to become a thing. Extra points of pattern flips orientation 2. Yeah, that would be cool. This looks really good. This is one of the more impressive ones I've seen. Why does everything take so extremely long in this game? Yes, you are. There's no wrong way to play this game. Yeah, on second thought, yeah. There is not having fun, and it seems often not having loads of fun. I played 34 hours in 2 days. Yeah, just sitting here watching handcraft. Good lord. Oh boy. Fully functional. 10 signs per minute. Factory shaped like Factorio logo. A gear wheel for my desktop wallpaper. Feel free to use time-lapse tour. That's pretty cool, man. Oh, that's actually really cool. Now that I look at it, like, I knew what it was, but now that I actually see it, it's like even more impressive. This is... What changed here? Okay. Wow. This is super cool, man. What if you just... So, 10 signs per minute. I mean, I can't exactly tell how big this is. I don't think it's very big, because I like these are rocks, well, obviously extern, but like size-wise, like these rocks and trees, and then compared to the whole thing. I'm gonna say, what if you just stamp like a bajillion of these down? That would be a really cool mega base. This is obviously being fed with like some sort of cheaty source, so getting resources in here might be difficult. With only 10 science per minute, like 10 of these would be 100 per minute. So we need 100 of these for 1,000 science per minute. I don't know. Really, I don't know. This is a cool thought. Wait. Fully functional, and the base gets a 7. Okay, yeah. So 7 infant spawners, but you probably could feed real, just normal, like, legit resource feeds into them. At least one of them. Sanddoom is such a pain to make. Yeah, I mean, it seems enjoyable to make, but a serious challenge for sure. Filling up and emptying my buffer stop lollipop. What? I've never really seen anything really quite like this. This is pretty interesting, actually. Training post I've ever seen. Congratulations, I love it. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty neat, actually. I'm not sure exactly how great it is in terms of, like, function out, like how it will actually work in a base, but when you finally got the factory running super smooth for once, and leave it on overnight running at 1,000 times per minute, then as soon as you touch it in the morning, yeah, that's really funny. Works great when you leave it alone, and then when you actually go mess with something, you break it. Mods, please play this area of the size of Africa. Okay, but it'll cost you electricity. Yeah. It's science pack consumption. At in-game, you tend to use beacons, level 3 speed module. Okay. I mean, I left it open on the background all day when I did my assignments last year, but through the night didn't occur to me. I have a question to people who do this and have biters on. How do you deal with the biters? I mean, like, the main reason for leaving it on overnight is if you have, like, a fully functional base, particularly like a mega base or something, and you're just trying to crank out science, is really the main reason to do that. You've heard of lane balancers, but have you heard of lane blenders? Not really sure why this isn't a thing already. I mean, it seems kind of overcomplicated. Like, okay, don't get me wrong. Like, it's cool, but you could just sideload, like, these to achieve this. Do it again, but preserve red, left and green, right, the inputs on all 8 inputs. Wonder how quickly someone would say that. So, like this isn't bad. Like, if you need multiple combined lines of the same types, and this could actually be really good. Personally, I only really use, like, 1, maybe 2 combined lines, like, per area. So I would prefer to just sideload rather than building a whole contraption like this. But this is actually pretty neat, though, especially if it consistently keeps them combined in this fashion. Would you like a roundabout? What about 2? And some rail signals. Seems not super efficient, although as far as roundabouts go, it doesn't seem too bad. It's a lot of rail blocks. I have to admit, when I first started with trains, I thought roundabouts would be the solution to all my problems. I am still disappointed that they aren't the most efficient form of intersection. Yeah, this is... Yes. Yes, I agree with this. Roundabouts are very good for human drivers because they minimize the number of places you have to look at any given point in time, but robots can look all directions effectively simultaneously. Also, an accident involving humans is a tragedy, whereas an accident involving robots is simply lost efficiency. I mean, that's true. For sure. Someone suggested that I put the Factorio logo on my spaghetti, so here it is. Nice. It was a Factorio title card without the Factorio put on it. Yes. Cool spaghetti, though. It is interesting to note, though, back to the roundabouts, that, like, in Factorio, they're not very efficient. Like, they're not that great. But in a game like City Skylines, a lot of times adding, at least in my experience, playing and from watching people, adding roundabouts can actually be really good and a big improvement. Even though it's still technically like robots and AI, but maybe they use them better than the trains do. I don't know, just a thought. 900 pump jacks, the weirdest blueprint I've ever made that's actually useful. Wait, where is this useful? You have blueprints with overlapping pump jacks, so you don't even need to drag to catch all positions. Guy's dead and that blueprint killed him. What? Oh, good lord. So you basically would just put that over an oil patch and it would be guaranteed to put wells on all the, or jacks on all the things. What are the unwritten rules of Factorio? There are none. Real optimization is measured in fun. I'd say that's a good one. Real victory is the friendships we optimize along the way. I like where this is going. If it works, it's not stupid. You can always do better. Don't let efficiency get in the way of progress. Although I would say these two almost contradict each other. Software development rules, yeah. Do I do tree hell run? No. Not if you want to keep your sanity. Flamethrower run. Yes. Burn it all. Hans put down the flamethrower run. Oh my goodness. Do I know coal for power challenge only wood like early game Satisfactory? No thanks. Biomass PTSD intensifies. 4-way, 4-lane intersection for 3 minutes. Okay, well, we're not going to watch the 3 minutes full, but a little bit. I mean, it's all I can. I'm always happy to watch trains go through an intersection for a little bit. Efficiency here seems not great. In some cases, it's good. It's still super satisfying to watch. 904K, that's my live new wallpaper, thanks. I loaded up my first ever world today. It made me cry a little. What was your new moment? I mean, I'm not even sure this is really... Okay, like, I mean, obviously they didn't know about underground pipes, but... I've seen way worse. I've seen way worse. I've done way worse than this. Oh, man. My real saves are not even compatible. Would have to load up 014. Look at them. I never built anything as crazy as your steam pipes there, though. My biggest new moment, I touched on this last Reddit Weekly, is I wanted to, like, get resources from one side of a belt to the other. And in my first factory, I, like, used inserters to, like, grab from one line and put it on an entirely different belt to, like, get it on the other side. It was pretty ridiculous. Ridiculously bad. What do you think about my new rail system with solar panels and accumulators mostly for decoration and using empty space? I like it a lot. Putting solar panels and stuff, putting solar power in your rails is actually a really good idea. It's a very, very efficient use of space because, like, you're never going to do anything else in the space between your rails, really. So doing this, you know, it makes building your rails a little more difficult just because you have to have all those materials. But, like, it's a really, really good use of space. And it looks nice. Finally, my girlfriend tried Factorio, and that was the last time I saw her leaving the room. Going through all sciences to the rock and beyond, all on first map. Damn, now this is some quality spaghetti. Holy moly. Damn. This is crazy spaghetti, man. Look at these labs. Oh, this is like Backlev, the dev level spaghetti. Holy cow. There's all kind of stuff going on all over the place in this base. Never stop being amazed how tightly people can build their base and still fit everything in. Like this, I said this time and time again, I love bases like this. It's so fascinating to me to see how people, like, build like this and things still work. It's really, really cool. Pro tip from an absolute noob. Don't start over unless you absolutely have to. If you can push yourself to construction robots, like I've just done, you can build a small area for them to store things and then use them to tear down your whole base. I feel stupid for starting over before. I think the only give up point is if the biters get ahead of your capacity to deal with them. Yeah, I mean, like straight giving up. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with just starting over. Sometimes a fresh start can just be useful, but in terms of like flat out giving up and then starting over, I would agree. Artillery yard, ooh. She looks better almost in the thumbnail. You mean artillery? Yes. Love how your Roboport line has a twist. Yeah, this is kind of funny. Man, that artillery fire is so satisfying. And here it is. Single rail system based on a guide by Arka for 2-wagon and 4-wagon trains. I'm no pro, but using single rails is not for people who care about efficiency. Anyway, however, this should be good enough for us casuals. Okay, not bad. Pretty compact. I like that. Yeah, you can launch mini rockets with this. Fix my train station spaghetti while adding more belts. Nice. Pretty good, I'd say. This looks pretty nice. I broke 1 gigawatt purely on steam power. Good lord. I don't know if I should be proud or disgusted. Yeah. Normally moved to solar setup at about 300 megawatts. Dude, even 300 megawatts on steam power is a lot. But I'm running a Death World Rail World Rampant Megabase setup, so the most compact setup right now is coal. Yeah, but it's also most pollution generating, which is probably not great for your Death World. I feel gross. Well, yeah, so does your factory and everything on the planet. You don't have room for solar, go nuclear, I'll save you a lot of pollution before evolution runs away from you. It's way too late for that. Evolution is at 93%. Damn. Dude, that's a ton of freaking steam power. Holy cow, like a gigawatt of steam power. Wow. You don't need safety gates for train crossing. A tutorial.
Crossing the train does not require a safety gate. It's not rocket science. You just look at the signal. If it's green, you can cross.
Okay. Well, yeah, being the game is literally, this is me. Yeah, that's me. I love to hate when you realize you're in a death spiral. Out of nowhere, I feel like I just ran a mile. My whole body hurts. Designing my low density structure mall, when suddenly I noticed one of my road ports was out of power. Then I noticed another. Then I zoomed out. OF. Oh, so they're like in a power loop. Using solid fuel from light oil. It's really energy dense. This is a great tip. Flamethrower turret equals no power needed. Or gun turrets. Happy Valentine's Day. Aw, most of a heart. Okay. I use circuits to control my intersection like a real life road intersection. I think I looked at this. Every entrance has a right away for 16 seconds. This is not efficient. No, but it's cool. Why use barrels? Cannon to the barrels is a lot of fun. Loads a wagon with empty barrels and fills them elsewhere. Then I'll come back with full barrels anyway. While it's fun, there's no point in spending resources producing barrels, building a system that works, spending energy on it. I'm not very creative, so until now I don't understand. Well, barrels used to be better before the devs nerfed them into the ground. But even so, fluid wagons are just a lot easier. There are certain circumstances where the barrels can still be good. So best way to boot up coal liquefaction is with a barrel of heavy oil. This is true. Traversing is simpler and serves once it's running, so it spits out your reboot barrel. I mean, yeah, liquid wagons are just generally easier and potentially more efficient too. I'm just gonna look at this one because the thumbnail is intriguing. Wow. That's a compact base, man. Holy moly. That's impressive. A million rails signal changes later, a working 1/4 layered rail network emerges. Okay, this is super cool. Bam. Nice. All right. I think I'm going to call it here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed some really great stuff. The solar panel layout, super impressive. If you did enjoy it, a like is appreciated. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe to keep up with all future content. And I'd love to hear your thoughts down below as always. Until next time, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care. Bye-bye.